how in depth, because all I'm going to say, all I'm going to get out is Ricky Stark's name is now Ricky Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And he went on Busted Open After Dark to discuss the name change and said that he likes it. He likes the name Saints because it gives a homage to New Orleans, his hometown. And he pay it's his that's where he's from. It's a little piece of him, all that nut stuff. He
Mm-hmm.
said he liked it. He said he liked it, which means that we should like it. All right. This is not something that was forced upon him, like, Duke draws or something stupid. Like, it's
Yeah.
something that means it has a meaningful impact on him, whatever. So he likes it. Move on. I mean, for God's sakes, Seth Rollins was not Seth Rollins when he walked through WWE's doors. Kevin Owens was not. Sami Zayn was not. I mean, they changed Gunther's name from Walter to Gunther while he was under WWE contract, technically. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And now what do we call him? So it sucks. It's weird. Change is weird, but you get used to it.
Yeah, I saw, I was one of the people that was like, okay, it has to be Ricky Starks. Like that's his
Oh,
name.
me
That's his
too.
name. It has to
Yeah.
be. And so when I saw that it wasn't, there was like a part of me that was disappointed. And then of course the entire internet exploded because they absolutely hated it when they first saw it. And um I was sitting there and the realism brain part of my brain came into it, and I'm like, okay, there's going to be a reason why he changed his name, because I don't think that it had anything to do with WWE. Like, I don't think when you bring in a guy like Ricky Starks and the first moment that he's shown on TV and people are chanting his name, they're not going to go out of their way to change his name if they didn't have to, in my opinion. Especially now with the way that they're trademarking names and stuff. From what I understand, when talent are released, they are able to use their WWE names in the indies if they want,
That's
because it
changed.
follows
That
with
has
them.
changed.
Yeah. So I don't know what the rules are necessarily with AEW. Maybe they're kind of how old school WWE was, where they own the name and you can't use it anywhere else. But I was thinking immediately, like, he's from New Orleans, like you said. The Saints are a big part of New Orleans, not even just because of the football team, but in other ways. And we have to consider that he might have wanted to change the name. And that's something that I don't think that people were thinking about. They were just automatically blaming WWE for the name change, but it's like, well, but he might have said, you know what, I want a new start. I want a fresh change. Like, I want a different name, and he chose
Mm-hmm.
it. So, I mean, it's like it's 2 days later, and I feel like, aren't you used to it by now? It's like, yeah, Ricky Saints. Okay, cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
My
don't care. I don't know how many people were attached to Ricky Starks more than the guy who that's literally his name. So if he's cool with it and you hear why he's cool with the name change, then like you said, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
It is what
Mhm.
it is,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah. Mhm.
Name
Mhm.
news seems good to me. Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually have some really cool like nicknames. Like they can call him the Saint of NXT, that kind of
Ricky
stuff.
Saints Row,
Yes, I mean they
like
can
the game.
have ways that they can play off of it, and I feel like the main thing that is staying the same that's important is Ricky.
Yeah,
Like,
that's Sade.
yeah,
That's what we wanted. That's
yeah,
really all wrestling fans really wanted, was
hmm
that to say, because I can't call him anything other than Ricky.
and that's the thing. Like, what if he just changed his name, his first name? People would complain about that too. So it wouldn't matter if he changed his first or last name. Would complain about it changing at all.
Saint
Um,
Stark would have been cool. Saint
uh,
Stark would have been.
that's not bad, but it's really not that bad. So, and if you're a fan of him, I feel like once you hear why he did it, then you would be like, yeah, okay, I'm on board. People even mentioning, like, I clicked away for a second. I didn't know what you're doing. People did it, with like Kevin Owens. Like, people were pissed when he was Kevin Owens and not Kevin Steen. And it's like, okay, Kevin Owens is like a cooler name in my opinion, and you
Yeah,
got used to it.
and that pays homage to his favorite wrestler of all time, Owen Hart,
and his son,
so
who's named Owen, also.
after Owen Hart. Like,
Yes.
it's all
Yeah,
connected.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe it was hard if you were, and I would say for the most part, the people who are upset about it being Kevin Steen are just smarks, because it's like unless you really paid attention to the indies and stuff, you did not have any sort of like fondness for Kevin Steen. And so no, it's like, and it worked out. Look, he does the KO, the knockout, like it's cool. So I'm sure they'll figure something out like that with Ricky.